She went on Twitter cussing out Diddy and then deleted it because Diddy wanted to throw Dwayne a divorce freak off. The day of the raid, I got a lot of notifications. I got a lot of ads. I got a lot of mentions. I got a lot of phone calls. The only two left are Puffy and Al almost died.
Al and Puffy are the only two survivors, and Al nearly passed away. Singer-songwriter Jaguar Wright has been in the news lately for her shocking accusations made against some of the greatest stars in the music business. She has made accusations of misbehavior and exploitation against Jay-Z, Diddy, Common, Celeb Exclusive, and other people. Rapper 50 Cent is allegedly threatening the embattled bad boy creator Wright to stay away from him after she went on a recent tirade against Diddy, saying he has plans to hurt her in some way to get her to stop talking. Following seeing Diddy Combs' multiple lawsuits and the federal investigators' raids on his houses in Miami and Los Angeles, 50 Cent has made fun of the singer on social media on a regular basis. However, the rappers have been involved in a decades-long spat that has included insulting personal remarks, rival vodka brands, and diss tracks. Uncle Fifth is now prepared to take a stance in support of Jaguar Wright, who has been a vocal opponent of Diddy. The creator of G-Unit has repeatedly stated that he believes Diddy to be hazardous. In the 2006 diss song The Bomb, 50 Cent claimed Diddy knew who shot the infamous Big, the rapper who was shot and killed in a drive-by in 1997 when he was only 24 years old. Diddy was supposedly in a different car on the night of the shooting, but he was with the late rapper. Since then, Fifth has accused the problematic music executive of continuing to make money off of Biggie's fame through posthumous releases and by using samples of the late rapper's music in his own songs. Biggie was signed to Diddy's Bad Boy Records label. Additionally, 50 Cent has implied on numerous times, even as recently as December 2023, that Puffy was connected to Tupac Shakur's 1997 M. Therefore, it is only fitting that he make an effort to alert Jaguar to the potential harm Diddy may bring to her or her family. Regarding Tupac, the authorities have not charged Diddy with any crimes. In an interview from 2016, the rapper further described the insinuations as absurd. Fifth has also frequently commented on Diddy's sexuality. In a 2018 interview, he called him fruity and brought up an incident where the music mogul ordered 50 Cent to go shopping, a request Puffy claimed was made because 50 Cent needed new clothes. Additionally, 50 stated that he avoids Diddy's parties because he would give you a simultaneous back and front hug. In 2015, the rapper made fun of Combs' rival vodka businesses by tweeting constantly with the hashtag #NoPuffyJuice, mocking Diddy's C-Rock business. In December of last year, 50 Cent declared that the profits from the documentary he and his production firm, G-Unit Film and Television, would go toward helping victims of sexual assault. The documentary would center around the charges of sexual assault against Diddy. Search traffic for the term Diddy Do It increased after the rapper-turned-film producer shared an image on Instagram that looks to be a promotional poster for the documentary. It is not a poster for a legitimate performance, as the poster's artist, Code Abdu, revealed to Forbes. Jaguar Wright, who is 50 years old, has been vocal in his criticism of Diddy over the years, charging the Grammy winner with multiple transgressions. Jaguar seemed to imply in a previous interview that Diddy was involved in several fatalities. She stated in an interview with Real Life Productions that Uptown Records was founded by 5 individuals. Kim Porter, Puffy, Heavy D, Andre Harrell, and Al B. Sure were the employees who worked the longest. She had been there from the start. She worked as Andre's personal helper. Kim has passed away. Heavy D has passed away. It's Andre Harrell's death. Al and Puffy are the only 2 survivors, and Al nearly passed away. You know what they had in common, though, the controversial singer continued. Who are the Uptown Records survivors? All of them were penning autobiographies. Is Puffy's past coma history? Has he experienced any changes? Considering that everyone who has ever worked at Uptown Records seems to have left, save for him, he must be the luckiest MF. Wright, meanwhile, conjectured that Diddy was involved in other fatalities and suggested that Cassie's breakup was the result of a failing relationship between them. Before Diddy let Cassandra go, the singer claimed that she was receiving a monthly salary of $500,000 from him. For what reason would you give up? What on earth is happening? Is $250,000 insufficient? Why is 250K not enough in that relationship? What the F is going on? Additionally, it was said by some dark ass that Diddy had personnel following and observing him. Since November 2023, the rapper has been sued multiple times. The first lawsuit came from singer Cassandra Ventura, often known as Cassie, who claimed in her lawsuit that Diddy was her partner in 2018 and had physically assaulted her for years during their relationship. Later that month, they reached a deal for an undisclosed sum. Nevertheless, Diddy's attorney insisted that the settlement did not constitute an admission of guilt. Plaintiff Joey Dickerson Neal filed a lawsuit against the rapper in November as well, claiming he drugged her and sexually harassed her in 1991 and that he recorded the incident. Additionally, in November, an unidentified plaintiff filed a lawsuit against singer-songwriter and hitmaker Aaron Hall, claiming that Hall and a friend were her in 1990 or 1991. Another unnamed plaintiff filed a lawsuit against Puffy in December, claiming that he had joined the plaintiffs' group in 2003 when she was just 17 years old. Later, in February of this year, music producer Rodney Lil Rod Jones sued his boss, claiming that the rapper hosted S-traying parties and that Diddy's colleagues had made unsolicited SUL advances. The rapper has, predictably, continuously refuted every accusation contained in the numerous lawsuits that have been brought against him. In a statement, his attorney Aaron Dyer charged that the latest raids by federal officials used an overabundance of force and animosity. Dyer stressed that the rapper was not being held by law enforcement and criticized the raids for causing people to jump to the rapper's defense. Diddy's three-decade award-winning career has been overshadowed by a long list of legal issues, including felony possession of a weapon, R accusations, and SUL assault. His attorneys have refuted almost every accusation and subsequently dismissed them. In Harlem, New York, in 1992, a celebrity basketball game resulted in many K and injuries. Diddy was one of the event promoters. He was not charged in any way. According to MTV, the rapper and Jennifer Lopez were taken into custody in New York City in December 1999 following a shooting at a local club. Both criminal possession of a weapon and possession of stolen property led to the arrest of the two individuals. According to the Daily News at the time, J-Lo was handcuffed to a bench at a police precinct in Midtown and detained by authorities for 14 hours. Diddy was then found not guilty despite being accused of unlawfully possessing a weapon. Then Variety revealed in 2015 that Diddy was charged with beating a UCLA football coach. It's said that the rapper struck the assistant coach with a kettlebell. At the time of his detention, he was accused of assault with a deadly weapon, but those accusations were eventually withdrawn. According to The Hollywood Reporter, Cindy Rueda, Diddy's former chef, filed a lawsuit against the mogul in 2017 alleging, among other things, SUL harassment, retaliation, defamation, refusal to pay overtime, and intentional infliction of emotional distress. According to reports from local media, the lawsuit was resolved in February 2019 for an unknown sum. Singer Aubrey O'Day, formerly of Puffy's Provigue group Danity Kane, recently wrote on Instagram following Cassie's announcement of her suit, saying, "I've been trying to tell y'all for years." The lawsuit claimed Diddy often beat her so badly that she had to spend weeks at a time hiding out in motels to recover in solitude because he was prone to uncontrollable wrath. Cassie says she was given a memory loss diagnosis, which she believes is related to Diddy keeping her compliant with alcohol and drugs, which resulted in substance dependency issues. Cassie claimed that Diddy might have blown up Kid Cudie's car after finding out that she had an affair with the rapper during her breakup with Puffy. This is just another proof that Jaguar Wright is not safe. Despite cautions that it would be dangerous to have implants taken out too soon, Diddy allegedly coerced Cassie into getting implants in 2009 and then asked the next day that celebrity surgeon Dr. Frank Ryan remove them because they were too large. However, Diddy told the Daily Mail, "No, they have to come out, call who you need to call, they have to come out." However, Diddy has a history of being associated with violence. The rapper and record executive first emerged on the hip-hop scene in the mid-1990s, during which time the genre was dominated by the deadly rivalry between East Coast and West Coast artists. This rivalry tragically peaked with the release of Tupac Shakur's M in 1996, followed 6 months later by Notorious Big's M. Biggie's best friend Puffy, who was signed to Diddy's Bad Boy Entertainment record company, may have died in the drive-by shooting that killed Biggie, according to Gene Deal, Diddy's security at the time. I went now because I was aware that someone would be shot that evening and would die. Even though it went against my principles, I did all in my ability to stop it from being Puff. And when it wasn't Puff, the people bodyguarding Big didn't do everything in their power to stop it from being big. And that pained me. Deal said to the Dialogue Art. Prosecutors claim that in 1999, Diddy beat then Interscope Records president Steve Stout with a chair, a phone, and a champagne bottle because he was acting like a mafioso when he didn't get his way. Fearing it was blasphemous, a now troubled rapper wanted to remove a moment from a Nas video, Hate Me Now, in which he was featured. The sequence showed two guys hanged on a cross. Prosecutors, however, dropped the initial assault charge after Diddy entered a guilty plea to the less serious harassment charge. Diddy was also given a day of anger therapy, a transgression no more egregious than if Combs had simply yelled at Stout on the street, as the Post reported at the time. According to the Post, 1999, Combs gave Stout a $500,000 payment that greased the wheels of friendship. Additionally, in 1999, Detroit talk show presenter Rogelio Mills claimed that after inquiring about suspicions connecting the mogul to Biggie's demise, he was attacked by Diddy and his entourage. When questioned about what transpired by his lawyer on the stand, Diddy said, "I just remember ending the interview." The rapper was found not guilty by the jury. This verdict was maintained on appeal. Years later, designer Kimora Lee Simmons, who was born with baby fat, allegedly told Diddy something, and he threatened to punch her, according to a 2004 New York Magazine feature. Simmons declared, "I was pregnant." The tale goes that Puffy later apologized to Simmons in public by getting down on his knees. Furthermore, Cassie said that Diddy had threatened to blow up Kid Cudi's car, and the two rappers had a brawl in a Hollywood club in 2012. According to Cassie's lawsuit, Combs informed her during Paris Fashion Week in February 2022 that he intended to blow up Kid Cudi's automobile and that he wanted to make sure Kid Cudi was at home with his buddies when it happened. According to the lawsuit, Kid Cudi's automobile exploded in his driveway at that exact moment. This is all genuine, a Kid Cudi representative informed the New York Times last week. Subsequently, Diddy chose to criticize the Recording Academy for failing to recognize and value the rap and R&B categories at Clive Davis's 2021 pre-Grammy event. On Instagram, however, former Bad Boy star Mace shot back, saying that your previous business methods have deliberately continued to starve your artists and have been incredibly unfair to the same artists who assisted you in winning the Icon Award on the venerable Bad Boy label. Thus, it is true that Diddy is a dangerous man who has jeopardized the lives of numerous people, including Jaguar Wright. The crucial query is, will the 50-cent warning be effective? Time will tell. And we're done for today. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.